5 o'clock in the morning, and it's starting to get a bit light over there. I've had 20 minutes sleep. I've given up trying to sleep. For me to actually try and get a boat on the water, I need to go somewhere where the boat is on the water, and there's no reply from the harbour master. I've been trying for about a month, so anything local is pointless. The nearest place to get a boat on the water is 15 miles away, but I need to get a boat and get it transported there. It's a lot of hassle. So the next option, really, is this boat club. And if I had a motorbike, it would take me maybe half an hour, 45 minutes to get there. But I don't. And if I go on the standard buses, it would take 5 hours to get there. I then have to walk the last 2 or 3 miles. And then there's only one bus coming back, which means I would have, if everything goes perfectly, 20 minutes to talk to the person. So the other option is to get the 7 o'clock bus. In theory, there should be a 7 o'clock bus, which will get me there in about an hour, in theory. At least that way, I'll probably get there by 8-ish, 8, half past, and I'll have a few hours, so I won't be rushing to get the bus back. It does mean, though, I will be spending another 5.5 hours coming back on buses. So, yeah, the boating trip continues. Pretty sky, noisy bastard birds. In the post-apocalyptic zombie world, there are no fucking humans. Oh, God. It's already 25 Celsius, 6:15 in the morning. Of course there's no global warming. Fuck's sake, they're still saying it on these fucking programs, Talk TV and that. Oh, it's all just lies, it's propaganda, it's tinfoil hat conspiracy theorists. Really, 25 Celsius at 6 o'clock in the morning. In England. More than one reason why you're not allowed to have mercury. They try to make it, it's really toxic, poisonous, that'll murder you if you just look at it. Bollocks. Mercury is not dangerous unless you process it in the wrong way, which is the same for anything. Also happens to be patented technology, my fucking breath, patented for environmental cleanup, medical applications, temperature gauging, and power generation, all patented. And every mercury mine on the planet has been shut down. Some days it can take me an hour just over to get to the bus stop. Today I did it in 10 minutes, so I got 40 minutes to kill. Red light. Well, the toilets aren't open till 9, so test my bladder, see if I can handle for a couple of hours. Minehead, the Gateway to Exmoor, Minehead Town Council, that apparently has no authority, just likes to take money. They don't get paid, except of course in expenses, upward of 50,000 a year in expenses. And it's only the same family that ever get to be on the council. Only the same family. How very incestuous. Yeah, so apparently they have no authority and don't do anything other than give themselves permission to do things like car boot sales, markets, and not anybody else. Just the same family. And they've got nothing to do with the sea or the coast. No, somebody else. Nothing to do with anything other than promoting their own personal agendas. So, yeah. How very inbred of them. I'm roasting, I'm sweating, and there's your stereotype. There's a few stereotype man-hating lesbians you get. When there's more than one, they get really fucking vicious and evil. If it's just one on their own, they're nearly human, but there's one at the bus stop. She's not the strap-on brown corduroy, brown flat hat, brown shoes, brown knickers, brown bra, brown, looking like a 1950s farmer, male farmer. No, it's the other type, extremely obese with destroyed tits, that you think is a fat old man, but it's actually female. Yeah, gave me evil looks when I asked her if she knew if the bus was going to come there. Because there's no bus listing for that number 15. So I just asked her, yeah. Oh, here's a little thing for you whilst I'm bored and sweating me bollocks off. Gay men, for the most part, happy. Heterosexual couple, sometimes happy, sometimes not happy. Lesbian couple, always fucking angry and pissed off. Are we noticing the common theme here? The less cock, the less smiles. Well, the bus was supposed to be here 15 fucking minutes ago, and it's late. I don't know if it's late or delayed, but it's the only fucking bus that will get me there in about an hour. The only other option I've got is the normal bus routes, which would take 5, and I'll probably have 20 minutes if I rush to talk to the guy before having to get back. So I'm tired, I'm dying for a piss, I've had no sleep. I'm tempted to fuck it and go home actually. I'll give it till past, then I'll probably just say fuck it, see what happens. And now I'm wondering whether or not that bus only works during college times. Or at school fucking, it doesn't say anything like that on the website or on the timetable. But if that is the case, that means the number 28 is all I fucking got. So it's a 5-hour trip. So I get the next bus, whatever the fuck it is, it turns up. 5 hours on the fucking bus to get there. Oh, fucking joy. So the next bus is in about 15 minutes, 7:45. I could have had 3 hours extra in bed staring at the ceiling. Not sleeping, but trying to. 3 fucking hours I could have had. And it's going to take, because basically, from what I can see, it's a college-only bus. Well, college times only. It's just not listed that way online. Yeah, I've actually had at least one number 28 go past so far 45 minutes ago. So I could have gotten on that one. So we're looking at least 5 hours bus travel. Possibly longer, because I'm going to stop for a piss at some point. I think there's some kind of roadworks on the way as well, so that's even more of a delay. I think I've got to get off the bus at some point, I don't know where, and then wait for 40 minutes and get back on again. Don't know why, they won't tell you. So, fucking clue. Too tired. I'm not the sort of person to get his cock out in the street and go for a piss in some back alley. I just can't do it. It's that simple. And there's public toilets. I could get there and back in 15 minutes, but they don't open until 9. So, for fuck's sake. NHS, Somerset, Wiltshire, Avon and Gloucestershire. We Cause Cancer Alliance. Breast screening does not save lives. Follow us on Facebook, Somerset, get your tits out for the lads.com. Right, so I made it to Taunton after 2 hours on the bus, after an hour and a half waiting for a bus. Had a half an hour break, had a quick snack. Greggs! Now Bridgewater, and hopefully in 5 minutes the bus to next place will be here. If I don't get the next bus, it's an hour and a half wait for the next bus. It's a local bus for local people. In theory, there should be a 2 to 3 mile walk when I get there, and it's really fucking heating up. But I brought my hat. So it's 11, 12, 3. I should hopefully get there by 1. Give myself an hour to walk back to the bus stop. That should give me a couple of hours to have a gossip. Maybe buy a boat. Okay, Cannington, 11:30. I am not going to go nutching on berries. Guarantee I'll throw up all these lovely black currants and blackberries all over myself. Okay, I'll have a couple just to tide me over. Start of the road I wouldn't normally bother, car fumes and that, but it's the countryside, it's not too bad. So I've now got a 2-mile walk, possibly further. I could try hitching, but that means being on that side of the road with no footpath and no shade. There's not much shade on this side, but there is some. Oh crap. Got to remember, 11:30, leaving the place, so I can see how long it's going to take to walk back. Last bus, I think it's 10 or 20 past 4. If I miss that, I'm fucked. Keep saying it to myself, or I'll forget. You know how you're not paranoid, alarm bells start going off, like whenever you mention certain things, no one knows anything about anything, like the harbour master in Minehead, and he's also responsible for Porlock Weir. I don't know what else, but apparently that and other places refuses any contact with anybody, not email, not phone calls. And I've tried the assistant, all the rest of it, no response for anything. No locals will admit to knowing anything about anything to do with the harbours. There's people who work there. It's the same with this place. I mean, there's a lot of signs for a nuclear power station, as in this college, owned by the nuclear power station. This shop, owned by the nuclear power station. And you ask somebody where the boat club is, or even this little hamlet, Camwith, they keep calling it, or it's pronounced different how it's spelt. Nobody around here speaks local, because they'd be talking like this if they did, and no one talks like this around here. They all talk kind of fake Cockney, the sort of Cockney you get on TV, that nobody speaks in real life. So, it's time for a campsite. No, I'm staying on the road. And you keep getting different, how far it is. The sign on the map is 2 miles. On the signpost, 1 3/4. I've been walking for at least 3/4 of a mile. And the guy just said, "No mate, no bruv." No one ever calls you bruv unless they're trying to fuck you over or lie to you. It's anyway. Yeah, it's about 2.5, 3 miles straight down the road. So a lot of industrial stuff around here. There's also no locals and a lot of very, 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 very fake. The campsite, which is private, you're not allowed in. Yeah, a lot of very, very blatantly fake Cockney accents. So, leaving the boundary of Cannington, I mean the power station, nuclear power station, Hinkley, it's still 20-ish miles away, but they own the whole fucking place. And I tried hitching and 2 cars slowed down just to look at me. It's like being back in fucking Ireland. They slow down, really stare at you. One took a picture, then they sped off. And there's a near constant stream of blacked out buses. You know, it's one thing having private transport for your workers. It's another thing having all the windows blacked out. Things like playing field, parish council, private, no entry. Really, really fucking, here we go. Talk about extreme fucking paranoia. No shelter, no shade. It's already about 43, 45 Celsius. I've got a little thermometer thing on my phone. So yeah, I like being Caucasian, but there are times when a bit of a tan would help. Fucking hell. This is you also get a lot of the green tags
on vehicle registration plates. It basically means they don't get picked up by the police. No matter what crime they commit, who they run down, speed limits, all the rest of it. Do whatever they want if they've got that green tag on it. What's really depressing though is on the bus coming out to Cannington. Of course, the driver doesn't know where Cannington is. You're driving there. Oh yeah, but I'm not from here, bruv. You're driving the fucking bus and you don't know where you're going. Sunshine. I love this hat. It's got a nice little fucking thing at the back to give my neck a bit of protection. So I wasn't thinking of sunblock at 6 o'clock in the fucking morning when I left the house. Yeah, but got a bit choked up. Not been on the road on the bike in a year and a half. And there's a few stretches where I could really open it up. There's one at Bridgewater on the back road. And very bumpy. You're talking 6-inch deep sheer potholes in a concrete road. And I could do 170 on that road. You're always like bunny hopping the last bit because you can't lean going around the bend at the end. It's a 90-degree angle bend, but it's always plastered in gravel. So you have to slow right down to 15, 20 miles an hour maximum. There's a lot of very suspicious vehicles, trucks on the wrong side of the road. They're not wearing hazard warning signs, but they're very extra insulated. Car drove past me, parked up, and he's typing away on a laptop. I just asked him, hey, do you know where the boat club is? No, I don't know nothing, I'm just on a call out. For what? Oh, nothing. Typing away with pictures of me on his laptop, walking. Yeah. Got fucking alarm bells going off. And all the men, and some of the women, had the same beards. There's a lot of these vehicles that all have the same style writing on the vehicles. What's very telling about these vehicles is not one of them has a phone number or email address or website. What business is going to go to the hassle of having its logo on its van, car, whatever, scrotum, and not put down a phone number, contact details, website, email? None of them. You don't think they're undercover vehicles by any chance? Someone needs to tell these fuckers that if you want to sound like an extra from EastEnders from the 1980s, go back to the 1980s, move to London. But even then, those fuckers spoke like that. I recognise that bike. He's a Polish guy. We had a little race 2 years ago. I don't know people, I know bikes. You can't ride for shit, which is quite funny. So in the local hamlet for local people, met one person, Cockney, of course. So apparently the Commodore does not like his authority being usurped. And I got a bit of gossip about the guy. He looked a bit worried after he gave me the gossip. I'm quite good at getting information out of people. And so apparently the local village used to have a jig club, like for rowing. But apparently it was contending with the Commodore's authority. So you had to get rid of him, apparently. The way he was talking is as if this Commodore guy is not local, but everyone else is. Even though the only person I've spoken to that lives here sounds like he's from EastEnders. So having a 2-minute break because, oh, take the right hand lane. I fucking did. It's a dead end. It's the middle of the day and I really don't want to do any more fucking walking. But nearly there, hopefully. Right, well, after going through security gates, which the fucker never told me about, all these signs saying no entry, security, all the fucking rest of it, which he didn't tell me about, down all these fucking country lanes, which he didn't tell me about, finally got to the place and there's no fucker here. Just one of these EDF cunts. Yeah, power station. Fuck it, I'm gonna walk back. Yeah, there's all these fucking G-Forest nonsense, another Jew-Irish company. Oh look, a public footpath that wasn't allowed through. Yeah, so I said, fuck it, I'm not going to bother. I would rather not fucking bother. There's a handful of boats there. I'm not wasting my fucking time. In this weather, any fucking knew I was on public transport, I'd be coming down. I had to walk the last 3 miles in this fucking heat with hardly any shade. Fucking roasting. 7 hours to get here. And he's not even fucking here. Yeah. And the 2 locals I've spoken to hate him. Apparently he's on some local council and he stopped them rowing their gigs. Some council little thing stopped them. So, fuck this shit. I'm not wasting my fucking time. Now, from the looks of things, I'm not missing out on much. This is not far off high tide. And these boats are all just left in shit. So, I don't think I'll be getting a boat and being able to get on the water whenever I feel like it if I had one here. If he's got the fucking gates locked up all the time, what's the point if I can't actually fucking use it? So, I'm back at the bus stop. I've got an hour to wait, at least an hour before the bus gets here. Some shade, not a lot. You see, if the guy had said, when you get here, give me a ring, we can meet up. He never gave me his phone number or any contact details. He just said he'll be there today, and he wasn't. Over 40 degrees Celsius, no shade. He didn't tell me there was no signpost to the place. He didn't tell me there were security gates, and it's all owned by power stations, and it's all private security. Yeah, it's my parting comment as I left the place was to the guy who was in there, who was IDF on his shirt or EDF on his shirt, same difference. Don't know who you're talking about, don't know who you mean, don't know. It's the guy who owns the place you just came into. Don't know. Refused to answer the question, refused to even talk to me. And so my parting comment was, it's no fucking wonder everyone hates him. So, honestly, I'm not that desperate. As much as I want to get a boat on the road, I am not going to be fucked over by some miserable old cunt like that. It's... yeah. I've been on the go for 8 hours now. In fucking roasting heat. There is no shops in this place. Or in the other place I just came from. So it's not like I can go and get a cold drink or anything to eat. My shirt is actually sopping wet from fucking sweat. So I'm a bit pissed off. I mean, if he were to have said to me, when you get there, give me a ring, that would have been fine. But he wouldn't give me his phone number. He's that paranoid. But the first communication with the guy online, because I just put a post up on the local group, does anybody know if the boat club still works, if it's still in operation? I don't think it is. I think it's all been sold off to the power company, the IDF, EDF place, and he's just there as a name. He's not actually there as a club. Not with all those fucking security gates to get through. That's not a boat club, that's a fucking scam. That's someone being paid off. So, yeah, if it was a business, he'd have given me his phone number, but he's so fucking paranoid. And 4 people I spoke to in that village, and all 4 of them hate him. All 4. And it wasn't like they were in one group. There were different people in different places. So, yeah. The only way I would consider going back there would be if I were actually get information out of the fucker first. Because he wouldn't tell me how much the boats were. He wouldn't tell me how much it would cost for a mooring. And from the looks of it, the fucking place is, I don't know, 20 metres above the waterline. And if I got to go through security gates just to get to the boat, that's pointless. The whole idea is to go somewhere I can get on the boat when I want to, take it out when I want to, bring it back when I want to, not have to go sucking some guy's bollocks just to get him to open the gate. That is, it screams, and this is backed up by the other people I spoke with. He's some little Hitler Call me Commodore, even though he's not in the military. And fucking little Napoleon complex. Fuck it. So I've got an hour to kill, nothing to do, and I'm rationing the water I've got. So, fuck it. Which means I'm back to square fucking one with where I was getting a boat. The only option I've got right now is trying to find someone online and then getting someone to actually transport it somewhere. And the only place I can actually get a boat on the water is Watchet Marina at 350 quid per metre per year, plus insurance. And I don't know if there's a membership fee as well or not. So, yeah, there could be a membership fee for that place as well. If I weren't so terrified about missing the bus, I'd have a nap. The thing about local buses is they keep to their own time schedule, not the actual official one, which means you've got to be careful you don't fucking miss it, because they can be hours out. I mean, you've got an hour and a half between buses. Yeah. I found a shop. This is what really makes you like alarm bells go off. Same van has passed me 5 times in the past 10 minutes. The next alarm bells go off in like a little village like this, whereas when your local shop would normally charge you double standard price. Cornish pasty in the bakery, £2.50. A normal homemade Cornish pasty in a shop will cost you £5 minimum. Not here, £2.50. Mind you, I haven't tasted it yet. Dr. Pepper, small bottle, would normally cost you 2 or 3 quid in a shop. Here, £1.40. It's almost as if they've got shops open, but they're employed by people who don't know how much things actually cost. I found a bit of shade for 2 minutes to walk. I think I need to pull over somewhere and wring out my testicles because they're rather soggy. Oh, I should have brought a spare sock. Not for that, so I can wrap it around my bollocks to absorb the moisture. Well, that is my £2.50 pasty. I've got massive hands as well, by the way. So yeah, that's quite big. An actual pastry, not the usual. Okay, I'll give it a go. Bored. I keep thinking maybe I lost my temper, maybe there's something else I could have done. But I had no way of contacting him. I had no phone number. And the person who opened the gate to the boat club, a little compound, it's like basically a car park with a few boats. And like a port cabin. That was the boat club. And he wouldn't respond. Do you know the guy who owns the place? No. Do you know where he is or contact? No. Literally a non-committal response. I don't even know what accent he had or what language he was speaking. There was literally no coherent response from the guy. I didn't even feel the need or the urge to look at the boats that were there. And it was, I keep thinking, replaying it. Could I have done something differently to got a different result? Could I have behaved differently? Could I have said something different? Could I have acted in a different way? But I literally, there was one little boy opened the gate with the padlock and walked in as a boy and a girl, and there was, I'm assuming their dad, or if they're Jewish, boyfriend, stood there next to his 4x4. So I just walked into the gate and I just asked, do you know, looking for the guy who owns the place? Don't know who he is. Or the guy who runs the place? And don't know who he is. That was the only response I kept getting was, don't know who it is. Don't know who it is. And that's all they kept saying. I don't know, I mean, what else could I have done? I mean, nobody knew how to contact the guy. There's no phone numbers. I don't use the internet on my phone when I go out. So I've got nobody to actually like go onto Facebook and message the guy. I mean, if he'd given me his phone number, I could at least have called him. And sometimes I do wonder, because yeah, I've got a short temper. I have a short temper sometimes. But I can't think of anything else I could have done. And the fact that he did say in the message on Facebook that he would be there, he would be here today to come on down. And I said to him, I'm going to be coming on buses. 7 hours, pretty much 7 hour traveling to get there. In the last hour-ish walking with no shade, no shelter, direct sunlight. Yeah, I can't think of anything else I could have done differently. But looking at the place, on the map, the entire wharf is the boat club. But when you get there, it's not. The boat club is basically a very small car park with the little glance I had around. One gate going in, and there was one boat in the middle, and there was enough space to drive around the boat and back out, and there's a porter cabin. That was the boat club that I could see. There could have been more to it, I don't know, but that's all I could see. Everything else was EDF. Yeah, I don't know if it was a thing just to get there, get the money out of me or something, or because I don't see a club. And from what the locals were telling me, because of him being on the council and stopping people using the river, apparently the council can stop people using the river if they want to. And so they stopped all that, and all the members left the club. So apparently there aren't any members in the club. Unless, of course, you're wearing an EDF shirt. So, I don't know. I mean, even if you were to turn up here right now, I don't know if I just have to fuck off or not. It's the kind of thing, if he does have that sort of Napoleonic complex, he might try and string me along, drive me back, blah, 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 and then kick me out after the last bus is gone. It's a sort of spiteful comment things people would do if they have that kind of dominating complex. Yes, I'm bored. Talk to me phone. Fuck's sake. So, my first... Oh, the pasty was alright, actually. It was very goopy, the contents. Really, really goopy. But at least it tasted like locally sort of goopy, as opposed to spices from 1,000 miles away. And Dr. Pepper. My first Dr. Pepper in about 2 years. I'm bored. You want to see the realist evidence that this is a village staged because they're living in the past? Here's a telephone box. What lets you know this is a really, really cagey fucking place is that this phone box works. It takes coins. Yeah, of all the dodgiest things to find that make a village look really suspicious is an old phone box that actually fucking works and takes coins. Yeah, this place is fucking Midwich Cuckoos vibes. Yeah, I've not been around the whole village, but another thing very suspicious is there's no fountain. Every village in the country had its own public water supply. A fountain, you know, a spring that you could all have access to. Every village in the country. And there's nothing here. Yeah, Siri Wiggins. I would not, and the cenotaph statue, which every village has no names on it. And it's got a very weird, it's not cross, it's a weird shape to it. That's freaky. So, went from Third World Bus, where the guy stopped for 20 minutes so he could have his vaping. I was going to go in the shop and get some water, or lemonade or something, but the bus to my next connection was here waiting, so I thought, sod it. Got on the bus. Air conditioning. And now he's outside puffing away on stuff. Fucking druggies.
If you need Mr. Wong, the plumber, or Mr. Kwang Chow, the butcher, or Mr. Li Fong, the dentist, or Mr. Chin, the insurance salesman, then you can find them all in the Yellow Pages.